maybe 12 rows or something like that.
Yeah.
And they have all the old chairs still, and it looks really, really fun. So
do they have a cool marquee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it always says Biz Marquee on it,
No, it
which is
doesn't.
pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah. But they thought about replacing the chairs, and the patrons said, no, you can't replace the chairs, even they're wildly uncomfortable apparently. And they hand
old
out,
movie theater.
yeah, it's like going to the what was the one on Ogden?
The Ogden?
Yeah. And they recently got rid of their seats. And
Okay.
It bums me out. So
I bet you Jam Jimmy has one or two of the seats from the Ogden.
do you think he does?
He has something like that. Like he
Yeah.
has something from Mile High Stadium
Okay.
or somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we going yet?
we're going. Hey, everybody. This is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching our Thursday live stream. I knew it was Thursday, so I brought my hat.
And I knew it was Thursday, so I didn't
You
bring my
did not bring your hat.
I thought it was Hat Friday this week.
Well, it could be. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to see. So yeah. Whoa. Chris, you and I have had a busy day.
We have, yeah. We
We
did some good stuff. And we did some stuff.
It's
and then
another
we did some
stuff
other
that
good
was
stuff.
yeah.
We did some stuff that was not so good, but it turned out okay.
But like we said,
And,
all's
yeah.
well that ends well.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for being here. All of the regulars are here. It's so cool that everybody hangs out with us on Thursday and Sunday. Pardon me, but the question that I asked everybody today, and 25 people voted, should we be on YouTube on Sunday or should we go trick-or-treating? And it's a very polar issue.
Yeah.
About 50% of the people said we should be on YouTube. 50% said we should go trick-or-treating. So thank you to 29 people have voted, and it's about the same.
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah. It's pretty evenly split, about 50-50. One guy said yes, one guy said no.
No.
One guy dug it, one guy didn't.
So let's go ahead and end the poll here. And so hi everybody. I see Jeremy, and I see Ryan, and I see Dave, and I see Jim, and I see Devin, and I see Joy, and I see Doug, and I see Ken, and I see Dan. And so it's sort of like Romper Room, only it's me. So it's a lot like Romper. It's actually more like Romper Room than you thought. So if we decide to go trick-or-treating, Chris, imagine what would happen if we both wore the same outfit.
And we went together at the same time.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, wearing the same
then
outfit's
no
not
big
really
shake.
Big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. If you were in Littleton and I was in Arvada, I don't think anybody would give it.
This would be so much funnier if my buddy was here. How old are you? Yeah.
51.
Just give me candy. Better be full bars too. Or I'm gonna come back with my claw hammer.
What?
Take shingles off your roof. I'll do it.
I've done it before at my own home that I own. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not really into roofing in my own home.
So it is very unlikely that you and I will be doing any trick or treating.
No.
But we still don't know what we want to do.
I'm gonna go by Jim Jam Jimmy's because they sit out front. And they and I'm gonna trick or treat because they'll give like the parents
these days I'm really more about
something.
The treat. I don't really care about the trick anymore.
The trick?
I just want the treat. To me, the treat that's where it's at. Yeah.
Oh, it always has been.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to do a trick for a treat?
No, I would do a trick
on Halloween.
I would do a trick for nothing because
not
that's
on
I'll do anything anytime. But
yeah, some other places maybe. Yeah. You could call some of that a trick.
But I think though that it'll still be light out until we're done with our Sunday live stream, and then we could go over to their neighborhood and have some treat, and I'm sure it's going to be treatful, whatever it is, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So. So today, speaking of Jim Jam Jimmy, we have I got a gift from for the Upright Lounge. Will you show everybody?
Oh, do you want to show it?
Yeah, why not? It's not a top secret thing. So I got some skull ice cube molds. And we should take those over there and maybe we can't make ice immediately, but maybe maybe there'll be something chocolatey and peanut buttery in there one day that's shaped like a skull. That'd be a big pile of chocolate and peanut butter. But yeah,
we could probably use this to make resin skulls too, which would be fun. Not as fun as ice.
Not as fun as ice, and then we could put it in
second unit
glasses, or something chocolatey and peanut buttery, or cocoa nutty.
Yep, if we made them out of resin, then we could make them light up.
That's not very treatful, though.
No,
you can't eat a resin.
No.
Don't
really want to eat an ice cube either.
No, but I want it in my
keep your treat cool.
I want my treat to remain cool.
Yeah.
We have so much mail today too, guys.
Yeah,
we went to the mailbox and there's a boatload of mail. If you guys want to get in on the mail call, address in the description below. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't say link in the description, but address in the description below, and you can send stuff to the PO box, and we'll open your ridiculous mail that you send us. There's a bunch of stuff. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I went in and got a little bit of stuff, and then there was a thing that said come see us at the desk. We got more, and there was all sorts of stuff. I walked out with an armload. And
we have new shirts to show off today. Yep. That's going to be very cool. And the Teespring link is actually in or part of the description below this video, and you can sign up or you can get whatever officially licensed Texas Toast merchandise from the Teespring page, and you can be the first kid on your block to have something cool. By the way, it's a little late in the game, but a Texas Toast t-shirt counts as a Halloween costume. Not many people know that.
You could dress as Matt and or Chris.
Yeah, that's right. You just get a wig. You could go as Legacy Matt and Chris with beards.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
If you're younger than us, you can go as young Matt and Chris.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, have a good time.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Yeah. So we're also going to show off
your face like this and have half
Matt, half Chris.
Really gray, and the other half sort of gray, the longer hair. Yeah.
We also have an update on my beloved pin router because I posted on social media, and a lot of people saw that the pin router was disassembled again.
Yeah.
But lots of good about there. So I already spilled the beans. It's good news about the pin router. Okay. Yes, but I want to tell you guys the story of what's going on with the pin router.
The neat thing about that tool, well, we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
It's an industrial tool.
Yeah.
And usually industrial tools are repairable.
Yeah. Plus, we'll take your questions, and that's always fun too.
I have a question from somebody as well.
Oh, do you? Okay. Do you have it like just in your brain or on your phone?
It's on my phone.
Okay.
It's
on your phone brain.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna be like, man, he is a fart smeller.
All right. Yep. Well, so if you guys have questions for the Q&A portion of the show, which is for the whole thing, even though I'm going to ramble, you guys know.
Yep.
Please put lots of question marks so that I can see it from here without having my danger glasses on. And I'm happy to answer your questions or go, oh, I don't know. What do you think, Chris? Either one is perfectly acceptable.
So let's do t-shirts.
All right. So these are the new t-shirts from Teespring. These are the ones that
squarer than
the Always Dazzling Joy designed for us. And I'm excited to see these.
So I didn't open them yesterday. I got them yesterday because they came to my house.
Yeah, so we're unboxing these shirts for the first time.
For everybody, because I figured everybody would like to see.
So we don't know what they're going to look like. All right, everyone's just seeing the box now.
Well, that's really great.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
This is fancy packaging now,
Is this how they all come?
No, they used to come in a
like
bag.
A sack?
Yeah, and I think they've upgraded their...
Maybe they've upgraded everything. These are nicer shirts than previously.
Oh, look, it's got instructions too.
Wow,
create,
connect your
share.
Oh, neat. Earn. Okay,
and then
great.
Some other things that we're supposed to do with this, in case you didn't know.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Guys, when you so Dave says, one of the Dangerous Brothers says that his came in a bag. So so these are both identical then?
Yeah.
Are these a nicer shirt
than
than
we? This is the nicer shirt.
Okay, so these are a little bit nicer shirt. This is the Texas Toast Cross that I'm very excited about. So this is I have my Zephyr shirt on today. I don't have my Dogtown shirt, but this is like borrowed very heavily from the Dogtown skates. In fact, It's directly ripped
I
off.
said that in the description too.
Did you? Okay,
we
yeah.
probably got this idea from Dogtown. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ink on this looks better. The shirt looks better. These are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
These don't look like they're just going to peel.
Right.
They look like they're actually done correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shirts don't last forever.
Well, no, they don't. But some of the ones that we've gotten from Teespring in the past are less than stellar. I think the nicer shirt is maybe we get an upgrade with everything else.
Maybe.
So
I wear mine once a week and wash the hell out of them when I do wash them, and then dry the hell out of them.
Yeah, I do too. That's
I think
the best
dryer
way.
is what tears them up. So
Richard, if you want to send the P-base pickup to the PO box, that's perfectly fine. That's absolutely acceptable to do.
We'll get it.
We will absolutely get it. Beavis Christ says, "Rip J, rest in peace, Jay Adams." That's cool. Yeah.
So these are available now.
These are available now, and I think that I don't know, how does the Teespring deal work? Like it goes on the last shirt that somebody buys is the one that's up on the thing on the. We
called this one Texas Toast Cross,
mm-hmm.
and there's white and there's black.
Mm-hmm.
So
and there's hoodies
mm-hmm.
and
you can probably also
and
look at it by date.
No, but like on the video right now, I think what's on there is whoever bought something last, which is probably one of these guys.
Okay.
Which these are super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I dig these. These are awesome. So we have to get some of these for everybody at the upright because it is my understanding that Leslie only wears V-necks.
I actually put a V-neck.
I know
on the
I know
maybe because I noticed that.
Yeah.
Maybe
you noticed that she's always sporting a V-neck. Yeah, I don't know.
Sporting
a
V-neck.
So that's cool. All right. So since you got your handy box opener out, what else you want to what else do we want to do?
You want to open up some others?
Oh, you have a question. Let's take a question.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take a question.
This is from our friend Devin Riddle.
Okay. Hi, Devin.
He says he's talking about classes. He and a buddy want to come to class, but they're not quite sure which one. Do you recommend the build your own set net class for people who don't have much woodworking experience? That is the class I'd like to take, but my friend who wants to go doesn't have much experience.
Okay. I think that all of our classes are set up to be, you don't have to be an experienced woodworker to do any of our classes.
Correct.
But having said that, the Build a Classic Set Neck is a woodworking intensive experience.
Yes.
And so if you like using power tools, then that's the class to take.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a bummer though for some people who aren't as into woodworking and are just into guitars because they don't leave here with a guitar they can play.
Correct.
So the real thing is if you want to be a guitar maker and you're having some, and you want to learn the most stuff you can about making guitars, I would say the Build a Classic Set Neck or the Build a Classic Bolt On are the classes that you should consider. If, on the other hand, you like playing the guitar and you want to just build your own guitar that you can play that week, then Build a Classic Fender or Build a Classic Telly. Mm-hmm. And I still don't know why we've got those broken down. We probably will hold on. Build a Classic Telly or Build a Classic Fender is probably the class you want. Now, the reason that those are two different classes is because we used to provide all the hardware with every class. So we had it Build a Classic Telly, and then we would know there's going to be 5 guys here, and we need 5 Telly bridges and 5 Telly pickup sets and 5 yada yadas. When we did Build a Classic Stratocaster, and we had to have 5 different strats. Now, though, that you guys are kind of sourcing your own hardware, and we're just helping you find some of that stuff, or helping you with things that we are distributors for, like Hipshot. Then it doesn't really matter. We can make a Strat on the same day that you can build it. The same week that you can build a Telecaster. That's not a big thing. So, yeah.
So there's been talk of combining build a classic set neck and build a classic bolt on.
I think
is that not something that we're going to do?
I don't know, because build a classic set neck has a binding component.
It's a binding and it's mahogany.
Yeah.
And mahogany.
Yeah. And rosewood. So we could absolutely, I mean, and just because you're coming to build a classic bolt on doesn't mean you can't bind it. But generally speaking, a classic set neck Reed Gibson has binding, and build a classic bolt on Fender, generally speaking, does not. Now, you don't need to correct me and go, some Gibsons didn't and some Fender. I got it. But I would say, if you know what though, if you want to come with your buddy and have fun, build a classic Telly is the most fun class we have, I think. Yeah, I think so too. I think it is far and away the most fun you can have here in this shop with your pants on. Yeah. So, and pants are a requirement, Devin. Pants and shoes. Yeah. So I think for Devin though, he's made a lot of guitars. He's made a lot of guitars. Well, and he's done some finishing too. So, but he might just want to come and hang out and like do a class with his buddy. I'm not sure. I think what he wants to do is do a little bit more woodworking, the Texas Toast way. Okay. Yeah. And his friend, even if you don't have a lot of woodworking experience, but you want to make your own guitar, we will work with you through the whole thing. And we've got it set up now to where you will make something awesome. You just won't have strings on it on Friday. Yeah. But I think those two can get through to that next stage fairly easily in their home forge. Yeah. You know what's cool about or your buddy's home forge, because Devin doesn't have a home forge right now. Oh, well, not right now. No, but in the future he will. You know what's cool about all of our build whatever workshop, our wood, sweat, and beers workshops. When you make your own guitar, all of a sudden you have nothing in common with the guys who go to Guitar Center. I mean, you're still a guitar player, but I mean, like the off the shelf thing is like I'm not into that anymore. You know what I mean? Why do you think that's funny? Well, because it's true. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's like one time a guy said, "Oh, you play surf music?" Yeah, I used to do that when I was a kid. It was like isn't that cute? I failed to realize. Well, you buy guitars that are already okay. That's cute. I used to do that when I was a kid. Yeah. I make my own now. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Well, and you can certainly talk shit about how you make your own guitars too. That's fun. But there's something about like hanging out and getting to know the people who are here, and like helping out. Everybody helps each other, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a community. It is, and I didn't know that was a thing that was going to happen. I really didn't. Yeah, well, and I think guys even correspond after classes. Yeah, which is really neat. Yeah, and and there's a Texas Toast alumni group, and that's where all the Texas Toast memes generally are, and there's some good ones up there. Yeah. And that's really cool. And it's if you never made your own guitar and then played your own guitar, that's a big one. Or even better, had somebody else play the guitar that you made. So there's something about that that's especially cool, if it's yours and you've played it for a while, and then you give it to somebody and they play it and you see it on stage. That's and neat, you can go, oh wow, yeah, that is that. I think it's a cool guitar, and I think it's cool when somebody else is playing it too, and they seem to think it's a cool guitar. You may not believe me, but it changes you when you do that. It really does. So, yep. So So anyway, building guitars and the workshops that we have. More information is coming on the new website, but all the information for 2021, all the information for 2021 is up there. I have no idea what year it is. All the information for 2022 is on the current website, and it's going to be easier to navigate in the new website. Like there's a calendar with what is happening on what month, so you don't have to go, I think it's this one, and here's me typing. and so yeah, you don't have to guess. It's going to be easy to locate. So all right, so let's see. So we have some mail, and Mrs. Toast says she can't play. Why can't you play?
I can't play the guitar.
Oh, I thought you meant like you can't play in the live stream. I'm like, well,
no, I'm playing in
the
live stream.
You just walked in, yeah. So
I'm playing in the live stream. So
yeah. Ken Tipton says he can play chords, and that's it. You know what? The Ramones made a career for 3 decades doing that, brother. So yeah. And by the way, that was one chord that just got moved around.
So you're a rhythm guitar player.
Yeah, that's nothing uncool about that in my book. So yeah. Okay. So all right. So I don't think we missed any questions. Brittle says pants. I'm out. Come on. Yeah. Okay. So guys, remember, if you have any questions, please put a bunch of question marks so we know what we're looking for.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
So what do we got here, Chris?
More mail.
Who's this one from?
This is from Ryan.
Our good buddy Ryan.
Elias.
Okay.
Elias. I'm going with Elias.
All right. He always sends fun things. I wonder what it is.
Let's shake it till it breaks.
No. What if it's a snow globe? What if it's a Halloween snow globe?
I hear packing peanuts or circus peanuts in there. Hope it's circus peanuts.
I hope it's packing peanuts. I think those are probably even tastier.
They're as tasty. They're probably fresher.
My father loves circus peanuts. I used to pack back boxes with that for him. Yeah.
Best knife
I was just
ever.
gonna make a rude comment about that.
Those are the greatest knives in the world. Okay, what do we got here? Maybe it's a hat for Chris. There is a snow globe in here.
Nope. Oh man. All right. What
a scented candle. Look, marshmallow fireside. Do you eat? Is this a treat?
No, it's not.
White barn scented candle. Ooh, that's nice.
This is shower power melt. Place in your shower out of direct stream for a burst of aromatherapy.
That's nice. I'm looking forward to.
Stink.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't think that's true.
No, Chris smells good. Not as good as Dean, but pretty good.
Oh,
wow.
It's for Chris.
What, this is for Chris?
Ryan said it's for the lady.
It's for the lady.
Oh, come on. That's not, yeah. Marshmallow fireside. Wow. So what do we got here? So
oh wait, there's a lip gloss too.
Oh, a lip gloss.
Lip balm. Ooh, sweet. I love lip balms.
All right, I've seen this shirt before. I have definitely seen this one. This is the one that's got Leo Fender, Brad Angove, Steve from Maximum Guitars, and I don't know who this is.
I think that's I don't know either.
Who is it, Ryan?
Yeah, it's
like
what's
my
his
hairline.
It's what's his face from Highline Guitars.
Oh, Chris from Highline.
Yeah. So and it says custom guitars, vintage tool. No, it says just tooled, powered by Devil's CAD Cam, now with CNC. So yeah, okay. I think this is for you because what happens when you put in something into the CNC machine, like something magic happens. I have no idea. So this is the same shirt with a different
color,
logo.
Right? Is it a different logo?
Well, yeah, it's got the vintage.
Oh, that's the other logo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very cool. You know, I think that Steve from Maximum Guitars will be here on Sunday.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Oh, so we have to do a live thing on Sunday if Steve's going to be here.
Yeah, if he's coming, you have to be here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So maybe we can wear those shirts.
These are cool.
They
Thanks,
are very
Ryan.
cool. Thank you, Ryan.
I wonder if Brad has one of those shirts.
I don't know. Yeah, Brad. He'll have to have a small one to show off his macho-ness. It's the same thing with different logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Cool.
We want the black one or the gray one?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. We'll sort it out.
We'll duke it out later.
Okay.
So Sunday's Halloween.
I know. That's why we asked everybody if we should do a live stream or if we should go trick or treating. And Dastardly Dave says trick or treat with Steve. We want the footage. Steve is a funny guy, and especially when you like get tuned into his sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
He's hilarious. Hey Dave, will you bring me something? God bless you. And But I'm not sure we could get him to go trick or treating. So yeah. All right.
Probably
So
not.
so this one's from Willie Nelson.
From I think it's William.
Thank you, sir.
I think it's Narrison.
Not Willie Nelson.
Not Willie Narrison.
Okay.
Narrison. I think that's it.
This feels like
he makes ends like that, so that might be an A. It might be Arison.
Well, this is from William.
William.
So this feels like something. Hey, let's just open it up. You want to?
Mm-hmm.
There's another thing in it. Fancy Dawgs. This is. I'm not sure what this is.
Me neither.
This might be for. I don't know what this could possibly be. Ken says he doesn't see a link to the shirt shop.
I see it. It says buy Texas Toast Guitars merchandise
Okay.
from spring. I don't know if they changed their name.
They did.
Okay. Why do people do that? It's confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It is confusing.
Oh, this is fabric.
I wonder if this is for.
Class probably, or maybe not. This one's pretty neat.
Yeah, so this is fabric for a class. I'm guessing,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's just something that Skulls on Fire, Red Alexander. Yeah, so
Thanks, Boo.
thanks, Boo, or is it thanks? Ooh.
I was gonna say he's my
Hopefully,
Boo.
yeah, they're not
Yeah.
calling. Thanks, Boo.
I'm not
Order a
sure.
lot from Material Master.
Oh, William's right here. He says I like Skulls. Maybe Carrie Ann could tie dye the black and white one. The red one would be cool on a P base. Well, okay, cool. That's awesome, man.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
don't
for
tie
that.
dye.
Well, yeah, just you'll have to suspend disbelief for
We
some.
we can do color on this.
Yeah, we absolutely can shoot candy
Mhm.
over the top of it.
Yep.
So Ken, I don't know why you're having trouble finding the. First of all, William, thank you for the we'll show this one off too, Chris. Thank you for the fabric. These are extra cool. And right now, guys, if you're into the kind of spooky,
This one's scaring me.
yeah, if you're into the spooky stuff, there's a lot of Halloween fabrics and yeah,
See that?
look at that. That's cool.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Is that for his guitar?
I don't think so. I think he just sent it because he would like to see it on something. So
That's cool.
yeah, so
Those are
that's
cool.
very good. So thank you very much for that, William. Leo says, "Tell Chris to check his texts." Question. I don't know if that's him sending you a text or if he's like,
maybe
just stop. Oh, okay.
Yep.
William, who sent us the fabric, says, "I like Skulls. Maybe carry." Okay, yeah, we got that part. So yeah, Grudgemeyer wants to know what kind of respirators do you use for 2K isocyanate paint? Paint.
Mhm. Whatever the 3M
Yeah,
paint mask is.
Yeah.
I don't even know the numbers.
yeah. Just
just
get
buy
you
the
want
same
the
thing,
the
yeah.
paint mask though.
Uh-huh.
Not the-
Yeah, not the pink ones. Those are for fertilizers
Mhm.
and things like that.
Now we don't use the 2K brand, and I don't know if we use that kind of. What was it? Is that
I think,
Isopropyl alcohol?
isocyanites?
yeah, I
don't-
think that's just what all the paints have in them. So,
okay.
yep.
Yeah.
I asked Mike Learn, are these okay? Yeah. All
Mike
right.
Learn's still alive, so
He is. Last time I checked.
yeah,
Yep.
we feel good about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I like to, you know what I like to do? I like to put some marshmallow fireside candle wax in my filter. It just makes me feel pretty.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a nice little spring smelly thing. Yeah.
It's
Uh-huh.
not. It's definitely a fall scent.
Yeah.
It's
it
not
really
spring,
is.
dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have one more piece of mail, or do you want to
yeah.
you want to wait? We'll do some other stuff, and
No, we
then,
can do whatever. We need questions.
We do need questions,
All right.
but we
this is
also
a big
want to.
heavy one. Here you
But
go.
we also want to talk about my beloved pin router.
Oh, we do need to talk about the BLP.
Okay.
BPR.
This one's camo.
I'm used to PBR, so
Whoa! No way.
because I used to be a big rodeo guy.
Bug assault. and it comes with salt.
Gee, I wonder who
Hold
this
on.
is from.
I didn't know. We forgot. I can't reach the box.
It doesn't have a return address on it.
Yeah. Oh.
No, but it came. I can tell it came from a local source.
Oh, do you think this is from Jim Jam
may
Jimmy?
Very well be from
I
Jim
was
Jam
just
Jimmy.
going to say that.
Yeah.
Well, Jim,
Yep.
if it is from Jim Jam Jimmy, this is awesome. And now we need to just leave the garbage open for a little while and get some flies in here so we can go. The mighty hunters.
You really like this toy.
I do like this toy.
Is the Evil Knievel wind-up guy for you.
Yeah, these are fun, and I'm getting out of guns, but there's something about a gun that shoots salt that it just feels right to me. So, and yeah, I don't like flies very much either. So yeah, and it's for adults only. So I'm going to need to be supervised when
It didn't
I
say
play with
mature
this.
audience.
No, it just says for adults. Okay. Yeah. So thank you to whomever sent this.
Does this one actually say "Do not shoot in eyes"?
In
No.
the front.
Frequently
On-
asked
on the-
questions.
On the front. On the front.
Does
Oh, it does say do not shoot anyone in face or eyes.
What fun is that?
Yeah, well,
The doctor says I'm not supposed to get salt in my eyes.
yeah, well,
from a gun.
from a firearm. So yeah. Oh, it even says right here, do not shoot in face or eyes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The first one of these that I ever saw did not have that sticker.
And so the
which
first
then-
thing you did, shot
well,
someone in the
no,
eye.
But
I hope
that lets
that's
you
the
know
case.
that somebody at some point shot someone in this. Well, it doesn't say that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Really? We have to say don't shoot people in the
Well, like,
face?
coffee is hot.
Gun
Yeah.
safety is a real deal, everybody. So yeah. So
Uh-huh.
take that seriously.
Uh-huh.
That's a little piece of advice from your old buddy Matt. Gun safety is your responsibility.
It
So,
is.
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So thanks everybody for all the mail that we got this week. This is a pretty good haul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some shirts and some candles that I'm hoping that Carrie Ann gets really drunk and totally spaces out that there's a smelly candle so I can get a quick burst of aromatherapy. It's what I want for my me time.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Jim Jam Jimmy sent a smiley face.
Mhm.
So I have okay, guys, if you're coming to the class that's happening in a week and a day, may I urge you to bring something with you that's cool to Jim's house. He and Leslie will say, "Oh, you don't need to bring anything," but that's just because they're wildly gracious. So bring something nice, yeah, and yeah.
Bring something. What?
And
Can you
you'll
be a little
ingratiate
specific-
yourself. What's that?
specific?
Well, Jim says anytime you can bring alcohol, that's always a good thing. So
There you go.
yeah, okay. So anyhow, we need to get some flies in here. Can we? Let's scooch this
Yep.
down here.
I
So-
could use that in my office the other day.
Oh, in your shed office or your office at the job?
No, my shed off.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe you can use it tomorrow. You're working there tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
They might be perfect. Okay, so guys, get your questions in. We're going to be here for a little while longer. That is to say, like about a half hour. But we've got lots of cool stuff to tell you guys about.
Yep.
One of them is that I posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook the other day about my pin router with no motor in it, and how I felt bad because my pin router had been disassembled again. And so we took the motor in to have it meggered. What's the word, Dave? Megger tested. Okay. And so it came back, everything was okay, but they did swap out the end bell bearings.
Mm-hmm.
And they said there was a chunk of crap in it. So why did we take it in, Chris?
Well, so recently it's been sort of bogging down when you do some bigger cuts, and even if you're not doing big cuts, it didn't sound right. It was
never
slowing
happened
down,
before.
which has never happened before.
Yeah.
That tool, usually, I don't think that we overwork that tool at all.
No.
It's usually like, what? That's all you got?
Yeah.
That's all you got? Come on.
And it's not
you
like
could
we
do more.
run it 8 hours a
No,
day.
no.
Yeah.
And so but it was noticeably bogging down when you were cutting through not even hardwood.
Yeah,
And-
stuff like mahogany, which normally it would just send.
Yeah, and it was disconcerting.
Yeah.
And it's our favorite tool, and it's a bummer when it doesn't work exactly the way it's worked every other time you've turned it on. So in the last class, we had a guy here, Dale.
Dean.
It's my little joke for him.
I know.
Oh no, Dave. He said somebody called him Dave, and he just answers to it now.
Okay.
So Dean
Javier was here
in an industry where he gets to do a lot of that kind of
he
stuff.
knows motors.
Yeah, so he did some preliminary checking for us, and was talking about this and that, and gave us some pointers, and so we decided to take it to the local motor shop, who we've
That's
gotten
actually
to know.
really fortunate that we live within 10 miles of like the old school motor place. It's not
Yeah, you can take something in, and they can fix it, or they can get you a new motor that'll retrofit.
It smells like grease, and there's a lot of grease on
The
everything.
guy who takes it.
There's a lot of motors floating around.
Yeah.
But the guy's cool, and straight shooter. And he helped us out when the start capacitor went bad and hooked us up with a new one there. And so we took it in, and we decided that was the first place to start, was with the motor, with the big thing.
Because I thought it's never the little thing. It's always the expensive thing. And I realized, well, you should always check the inexpensive things first. And to hell with that.
Maybe it was the expensive thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Long story short,
we so they replaced the bearings, and they said there was nothing wrong with the windings. In fact, it looked like it had never been hot ever.
Yeah. Which I believe.
I've
never
too.
noticed that tool's gotten hot.
No.
So.
And he said there was a hunk of crap in there and a bunch of sawdust and shit. So
the hunk of crap I can believe. Sawdust.
Yeah.
I don't know where that would have come from.
But so we got it back to the shop. We got it, put it all back together, and we ran a maple neck through the 7/8 roundover bit, which if you've ever been to really any class in the last year, you've done on the pin router.
And that's probably the biggest cut that we make.
It's a big cut, and it's hard rock maple that we ran it through, and it was like hot knife going through butter.
Yep, same old pin router.
Yeah. So long story short, the pin router seems to be back in 100% mode.
Yep.
Which is good, because a pin router to me is. So I posted that picture, and a couple of guys were like, "Why don't you just get rid of it?" And I had that exact same one, and I went to, what did he say?
He said he had lots of trouble with it, and it seemed like a dangerous tool in his opinion.
And then he said that he switched to CNC
and hasn't looked back.
Never looked back. I'm like, you don't really know what I'm about, and that's cool. But like, to me, I think CNCs are definitely neat tools, but I'm a carpenter.
Yeah, well, and
and
you like doing stuff. You like. Yeah, you don't want to put it in the guitar making machine and have it come out the other end and then have to do all the hard stuff by hand. You want to do some of the fun stuff too.
To me, making a big mess and using dangerous tools or tools that people think are dangerous is kind of the thing. I'm not trying to be a guitar maker. It's what I do that's my job, and it's almost I kind of think about it like, like people who ride motorcycles. If you said, oh, I saw your Harley was broken down. You know what? I bought a Kawasaki and I never looked back. Well, you're going to get the Harley guy to switch all of a sudden?
I bought an electric fat bike.
Yeah.
Never looked back.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I get it if you're into that, but don't try to get me to change who I am and what I'm about.
Yeah.
And
it's a big old school tool, made with stuff you can still buy.
When those were in guitar factories, that was like the the tool that got the most action.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Well, and sometimes you got to do maintenance on stuff. You gotta repair stuff.
Sure.
Stuff
And we do, you know,
wears
we
and-
do
yeah.
new grease
Well,
and
we've
new
done-
bearings
and
yeah.
Yeah, we've done some stuff, and we've
New belts and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
yeah. And some of that was a little bit of deferred maintenance,
Mhm.
you know, and like the belt thing was.
Because we got that tool that had been sitting around for however many years at the OHM
For
Banjo
decades.
factory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or decades.
And you know, so, it'll need a new belt someday, but we never got a replacement
We
belt
kinda
until we
farted
absolutely
around.
had to get a
Yeah.
replacement belt.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, we did some other stuff, and you know, it's tools need adjusting.
Yeah.
Tools need
But you know, building guitars for me is all about actually using my, you know, making stuff by hand. And this is, hear that? This is going to be where people are like,
Mhm.
if you use a machine, that's not by hand. Have a good time. Fine. But yeah, the whole like, if you put it into a machine and close the door and press the button and it makes something awesome, cool. I've acquiesced on that. If that's the way you do stuff, that's awesome. I like to have, I like to be a little more hands-on. It's an approach that I take. It's an old school approach. And, you know, people, I don't know, people might like look at this and go, I want to be a guitar builder one day. And all they've seen is guys on YouTube. You know, you and me, Chris from Highline Guitars, Big D, you know, Ben at Crimson, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
But if all you've seen is that, you have missed a big patch of the history of guys building guitars. And to me, you know, I bought their guitars. They didn't buy mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really respect and appreciate those old school factory guys and the stuff that they were able to do and the neat stuff they did. I realize this is like getting into the weeds with like Matt's little philosophy about guitar making, but it's a true story, and that's what I like. And if you want to use CNC to make guitars, great. But don't try to convince me that I need to get rid of my pin router. So whose phone is that? Dave. Okay. All right.
So look at me.
No, well, yeah, because yours goes. It's the glissando.
That's just for texts.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Everything else goes bonk. Thud.
So what do you think? I mean, you have actually considerably more experience with both the CNC and the pin router. I don't know anything about the CNC. Like I say, I just go, Chris, I want this, and then a miracle happens. And
we do some things, frankly, on the pin router that are easier on the pin router than
given our CNC machine.
Yeah, given
it's
or,
not a
you know, I mean, every time somebody says I make guitars with a CNC machine, we should start looking at neck to body construction and where it stops and where it starts and all of that kind of stuff. And if it goes under a pickup, if the neck goes under a pickup,
that's true.
Then you know, they probably have some skills.
Yep.
And if it doesn't, then
if it's like a Strat and
then that's, you know,
But
that's a half hour's work for the pin router.
Or that's putting
the whole
a
thing.
Pick. The entire sheet match.
The body. So
and there are our CNC machine is nice, and it's the perfect size for what we do with it.
Yeah.
And at no point have I ever been like, you know what, I really wish we would have got the longer table.
Yeah.
But because most of what we do with it is inlay. But our pin routers are industrial tools, and our CNC machine is, I don't know what
it's a serious hobbyist.
Yeah, if you're
maybe.
A serious hobby guy, then
or your wife doesn't like loud routers. Because that's where this one shines, is it's not very loud.
Yeah.
Because
we have the water cooled spindle. Yeah.
But and it's cool, and it's fun to make. The fun thing about the CNC to me, besides the inlay, is the ability to make kind of one-off templates for things. I think that's pretty neat. And then you get to take that template and go use it on a pin rack, on an old school tool.
Yeah.
And really you need templates, and we used to just make templates by hand doing the same thing, but this is, you know, just a little bit different way to do it, maybe a little more accurate.
How many people, and I don't know the answer, I think I know the answer, but I don't know. How many people have come to a workshop, one of the wood, sweat, and beers workshops? Now, see, I'm throwing in the How
Just
many?
keep saying it.
Well, yeah. So, how many people who have attended a wood, sweat, and beers workshop have said, "Man, this pin router is awesome. I got to get one." And how many people who've attended a wood, sweat, and beers workshop have said, "Man, this CNC is awesome. I got to get one"?
Way more people have said, "I got to get a pin router."
It's something visceral and cool. And
the CNC is it's neat, but
it's maybe if we had like a big, mega, huge CNC, people would
with doors that closed. Yeah, no, there's something about running wood through a machine.
Yeah.
Your fingers right there.
Well, that was my favorite part of that comment was that tool seems dangerous, or that tool is dangerous.
Sure.
You gotta
sometimes walking out of your house is dangerous.
but I mean in the overall, it's far safer than a whole bunch of other tools we have.
In the pantheon of tools that we have, I would say I would be happier to put someone on the pin router than the bandsaw, the router table, the radial arm saw. The chop saw is reasonably safe. Although I know that you have had a run in with a chop saw.
The
shaper, no, I don't want anyone using the shaper.
No, it's one of
the shaper's calmed down a little bit.
Safer tools in the shop. You know, especially if you know how to use it or have the assistance of somebody that knows how to do it, use it. Yeah, and everybody, and even guys that are a little bit nervous about that tool, by the end of their first route or their first whatever they're doing, are like, oh, I get this now. This is actually really cool and pretty easy to use. You know, it's not a hard thing to use, and it's not. Once you get past, it's kind of loud. It's not a scary tool. I don't think.
No.
Once you see it in action and once you actually get to use it, it's not a scary tool.
Dan wants to know, when you come for a class, one of the wood, sweat, and beers workshops, do you get to see how Chris uses the CNC, or does he just hand you what you need? What say you?
It depends on the class. So for some of these classes, and really it's drawing stuff on the computer and then putting it in. There's the last few times that we've done it. You've at least gotten to see it run a program or two, and we can talk about how you do that.
But we only have 5 days.
Yeah, it's not.
So you could spend all day hanging out with Chris and monopolizing his time on the CNC
and you gotta, if you're doing like a custom name inlay on your fretboard, there's some epoxy drying time. So we got to get ahead of that schedule and stuff like that. But you get to see the CNC machine run. It's mesmerizing for a minute. There's no, it's like sitting down with a graphic artist on a computer. I'm not a graphic artist, but it's very similar to sitting down and you go, oh, well, can we do this? And the guy goes, okay. And then, oh, can we do this? Okay. And then we move it over here and then we copy this and then we tell it to do that.
It's cool in its repeatability, dull. But there's something about the challenging yourself
artwork,
to, And I get it. I mean, CNC is the way that most factories are run now. But for me, if we could, I don't even know. We've tried to figure out how many guitars could you and I make a year if all we did was make one guitar. It's not a big number.
No, it's not a big number, and it's not going to get.
It's not going to get any bigger. That's the other thing
with
is
the help of CNC, even big CNC,
even a big CNC.
Because
you still have to paint stuff.
You still have to sand it. You still have to, even after it comes off a CNC machine, you still got to do a bunch of stuff to it to get it ready for the next steps. And if it's a neck, it's even more.
So somebody said, Zitherby said, hopefully you'll give away T-shirts or something like that. I don't know why we would do that, but
we don't have T-shirts.
We don't have T-shirts. All of our T-shirts are on Teespring.
Yeah.
Michael McCoy says the CNC is like watching grass grow. Yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, I think CNC is
a little bit.
cool.
It's neat to watch it just sort of do stuff, and
but yeah, after you launch it, you're like,
yeah.
okay.
But then you realize, and people ask me, so do you have to tell it how to, where to go? No, I don't have to do any of that.
Yeah,
I have to, put the letters where they're supposed to be and put the holes where they're supposed to be, and then it figures out, what order it's going to cut them. I tell it how deep to cut. That's about it. Yeah, it's fairly pedestrian,
and it's neat, but it's not. I don't know.
There's nothing.
Is riding in a car as cool as riding a motorcycle? No, I don't think so.
Depends on the car.
And you might be that guy who says depends on the car.
What about my Ducati?
How about how big's a wheelie?
But yeah, I mean, really, to me, the a pin router is a pin router. It has in many ways become a part of who I am in the shop. Like it's my beloved pin router. It's not just the pin router.
Yeah. Well, the pin router is the tube amp of the shop.
There's
a lot of guys that play tube amps or whatever they old guitars or whatever because it's cool, because that's what they think is neat.
It's not necessarily you can't quantifiably make something.
Yeah.
We have a super chat from SS. He says, nice shirt, Chris. Where do I get one? Maybe we should give SS some props for the shirt you're wearing, sir.
This shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't SS design that one?
Yes.
SS. So
I had to see which one I was wearing today. You can get him on Teespring.
And where do you see the Teespring link?
In the links down below.
Yeah.
Or you can Google Texas Toast T-shirt, and I think Teespring pops right up. It takes you right to our
in the comments.
Oh, perfect.
Right to our store. I think SS is just lobbing us softballs.
He's lobbing one in.
Yeah, he is. I think he has one of every shirt that he designed for us.
That's awesome.
Is what he told me.
He makes
the
good
new
designs.
website will have links to that on the website,
okay.
and so the next time someone goes, "Where do I get one of your shirts?" Link on the website.
Yeah, link on our website. Merch.
And I just don't know how to do that because I'm a dummy. So anyway, let's see if there's any more questions. Mrs. Toast, have you seen any more questions coming in? Or
Yes,
people?
sir.
Oh, do you know?
You'll see him. Question marks.
All right. I'm scrolling up. When you come for a class, we asked that one already. Chris, can you actually use a CNC as a pin router?
No. Well, you probably could if you wanted to do things slow.
Yeah.
We could rig it up like that.
Ken Tipton wants to know, when will the Dogtown shirt be for sale? Well, remember, Ken, our Texas Toast Cross shirt is a representation of the Dogtown shirt, and it's available right now.
It is. You just need to go there and go to the Texas Toast Teespring. You could also Google that, and it'll pop up. And then in the search area, you can just search that shirt, or just file through all the shirts that we have.
It's easy and fun.
It is. Yeah. It's called the Texas Toast Cross.
Yeah.
Is what we named that shirt.
Yeah. All right. I think we got all the, unless there's some new ones coming in. Guys, we've got a little more time for a few more questions, but I want to thank our sponsors, Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. If you're in the Denver area, guys, I want you to stop by and see Ike and Dylan and MJ and all the cool guys over there. Give them a big, sloppy wet kiss, and they will probably touch your butt. If you're into that, then no, they won't do any of that. They might look at you funny. Hey, don't mess around with that. Is
the P.O. box in the description down below?
The P.O. box is in the description below. Yes. Okay. So Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. But if you do go to Denver, you can check out the Legacy store before they move to the new, super exciting big building, which is going to be very cool. And I believe that's going to be a destination spot for guitar nerds the world over. They are the pedal kings of the Western United States. They have more than anybody else. So check them out and tell them the guys from Texas Toast sent you. You don't have to give them a kiss. Also want to thank Steve at Maximum Guitars, who I believe will be here this Sunday. Now, don't hold me to it, guys, but there's talk of Steve being here on Sunday. I would love it. And
I would love it.
You would love it too. Okay, great. So
when
yeah,
Steve
and
comes by.
and it looks like we have a super chat that we have to get to.
Okay.
But can I, I'm gonna before we do that though, it's Brad Hutchings who's a cool guy. Brad, can you? I'm just gonna take Brad's. I'll have to remember who else I need to thank. Brad says, I am so looking forward to November 8th. Been showing everyone I work with the starter kit pick of all of our guitars. PS TT Cross is gold. I got the Sweetheart and the long sleeve. Oh, very cool, Brad. Brad, I am looking forward to that class too.
What's on November 8th?
The build and paint with Mike Learn. And so Mike Learn will be in the shop. We've got a bunch of jadruls in here. They're going to be building a bunch of cool stuff. Everybody, I know everybody who's coming in. They're all super, super cool. And a lot of them are returning dudes.
We may not ever recover from that class.
It is very likely that we may not ever recover.
They were lost in what happened to Matt and Chris? It was an unfortunate painting class.
Yeah. One of the things about that class is the Sunday before that class, you get to time travel 1 hour. You get to go back in time. So if you're up at 2:00 in the morning, you can make a mistake and then fix it because you get that hour back.
You do. Yeah. You can do things. Yeah. And then claim you didn't do them.
You get to time travel once a year in the United States, not in Phoenix or Hawaii or one other place, I think. You get to time travel. And here in Colorado, we will be doing a little bit of time travel. So that's cool. Okay. I'd also like to thank Dan and Calvin at Tonewood Experts. It is my understanding that there's a little something going on with the coupon code. So I don't know what's going on with that. But guys,
really?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to Dan, but I will. I need to talk to Dan tomorrow. I'm going to write on the board, call Dan. Guys, if you want wood for your guitar project, or if you just want the best guitar wood possible, and you're having trouble sourcing it locally, call Dan and Calvin at Tonewood Experts. They will get you hooked up, and I guarantee you will like everything that you get from them, because I have always liked everything I've gotten from them.
Yep.
Speaking of things that I get from people that I always am appointed with, and I'm never disappointed by John and Cheryl at Bitterroot Guitars. We buy so much stuff from them, and we buy in huge quantities for us, I think, and we're like just scratching the surface of like being a customer for them. They'll hook you up if you want one thing, or if you want 1,000 of something. All of our truss rods come from Bitterroot. They supply truss rods for a lot of guitar companies that you'll recognize the names. Trust me. Dean was here and he's like, trust me, you can trust a truss rod from Bitterroot Guitar. Dean was here. He came out and he's like, hey, I think I was supposed to get locking tuners. Did I get locking ones? No, you didn't. So he called Cheryl and talked to her right then. And she's like, well, you want me to just send them out right now? And she's such a sweet lady. So yeah, John and Cheryl at Bitterroot Guitars, very, very cool people. And finally, I would like to thank, last but not least, all of the Patreon members who make all of this stuff possible, because even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you guys stuff like this. It's a big deal. And without, viewer support, this would be, well, probably we wouldn't do it, probably, frankly. Yeah. So yeah, viewer support and super chats, of course, are always welcome, but there's a couple more questions that I'm missing here. Okay, what I meant was, this Zitherby says, what I meant was, you TT guys should make t-shirts for people who book a week to. Yeah, we don't do that. I mean, we should, and maybe we will one day, but as of right now, we don't.
T-shirts.
There's enough work to do.
There's enough.
Yeah. And t-shirts historically have been a losing proposition.
Yeah,
you lose money on t-shirts,
every color, and
and
every size.
It's way too much work for no reward, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We'll draw on your t-shirt. If you bring a blank t-shirt, we'll magic marker your t-shirt.
Or Hank's Auto Body shirt. Who gives a shit?
We'll customize a shirt for you. Yeah.
But yeah, we do not have it. We don't have any shirts here in the shop.
Yeah.
P.O. Box P.O. Box address, please. Richard, the P.O. Box is in the description below. It says
Texas
something
Toast
like
Guitars.
Yeah.
P.O. Box 1366, Westminster,
Is that
Colorado.
it? No, it's not.
Yeah, 1366.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
You
don't
need to
know.
make a song like Sue.
80036. Once again, that's Texas Toast Guitars. P.O. Box 1366, Westminster, Colorado. 80036.
You need to do like a
be-
Sue song.
Yeah. Ken says, I just got my not a Dogtown shirt. So Sweet,
He
just
just got a
got
new
my
shirt.
not a. So
Yeah.
maybe Ken just ordered his Dogtown.
Oh, maybe
style
yeah.
shirt.
He bought a cross shirt.
And I believe he lives in the that area code. He might be able to go. He might be able to walk over to the Dogtown area. Yeah.
Zephyr Skate Shop.
Let's
still a
see.
thing?
Ken
Is that
Tipton
a-
says I might be Patreon number 1. You might be, Ken. I don't know. Okay, guys. So well, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. This was a fun
Dylan's
one.
got a show going.
Dylan's got a show going. Oh, and Dylan, if you go over to watch Dylan, ask him what I'm supposed to do with because I don't know.
He's another one that you need to put on the board.
Yeah.
Call Dylan.
Yeah, but you know what? The
Yeah.
phone works both ways. So yeah.
It does.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Dylan.
Yeah. Like I don't have anything going on. He's like at the Bigfoot Museum. I'm having the sand sealer all day.
The Bigfoot Museum filling up his RV with
Yeah.
thousands of dollars worth of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bigfoot
whatever.
shit. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow for a reveal. We will see you Sunday for
Not a live reveal. That's a clue.
That's a clue. We will see you Sunday for a live stream, potentially with Steve from Maximum Guitar. So that'll be very fun. And until then, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that life is short. You might as well have a cool guitar. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great Friday, y'all.